This is 4PLUS4.
In an interesting turn of events, the YouTube dating show Pop the Balloon has been picked up by Netflix and the TikTok reviews are in. There's a new host, white contestants, and upset fans. Thoughts?
Sorry, there's whiteys on the show?
There's white people on the show.
Hello.
Didn't anybody tell you this was an all-black party?
Didn't somebody tell you this was an all-white party?
I know it doesn't say pop the black balloon, but like...
Pop the black balloon, Kyra.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, people are not happy.
I'm not happy.
Did you pray today?
I feel like the whole point of Pop the Balloon was, no offense, how shit it is. It's like a shit show. People like to watch a shit show, but now it's getting glossy.
Wait, so Arlette's not hosting it at all?
No, Pookie. She is on YouTube, but there's no...
Keyword, discernment.
Yes.
Not enough people know it. I saw one of my favorite TikTokers, I think her name's K Power, or is it Poya? She made a TikTok that was like, bring back discernment.
Really true.
Honestly, the main point that she was saying is, okay, if you're on TikTok and you're having an argument with somebody in the comments, is it a person that you click on their page and it says, haha, made you look? Like, are you really just fighting with yourself?
Yeah, literally. Most of the time. But people don't take the time to decipher whether it's even worth their energy to get into this fucking TikTok argument.
It's called critical thinking skills.
I mean, what is the actual definition of discernment?
The ability to judge well.
Using your brain. Using your brain.
Use it, guys.
Yeah, bring back discernment.
Bring back discernment. Bring back discernment. Bring back critical thinking skills. Bring back reading the room. Even bringing back discernment in terms of like using context and like the different forms of context. So like I feel as though now we have so much access to the whole world to the point that we now measure everything in the context of the whole world and everybody that lives in it. But that's not actually how we should be doing things. Like bring back using the context of who you are and your personal journey and your personal goals. Like even little things like when we hit 100 subscribers on this YouTube channel, that's actually not that many people in the context of the world, but in context of us and who we are. And even like thinking back to like our younger selves being what, like 15 when Instagram was first doing its thing. And like once you get over 10 likes, it turned from people's names to like 10 likes. It was like such and such plus 10 more likes. Like that shit felt so good. And that was 10 people that liked your post. Like,
yeah, I miss celebrating
the little wins.
The little wins that are actually not really that little.
100 people is a lot of people.
A win is a win.
A win is a win.
It doesn't matter on the scale. A win is a win. And yeah, I definitely think we need to bring back like having context of like, sorry, 100 people is a lot. 400 people in this room.
Yeah, that's a
and
lot
everyone's
of people.
saying, I enjoy your content to your face. That's overwhelming.
Subway.
Tuna.
Melt.
I'm melting.
You had said also about like understanding, not to bring it back to K-pop again, but like having the context, like for example, the West thinking that the whole world, especially the music scene, revolves around them.
Oh my gosh,
Whereas there are all of these artists in the East who are so successful on their own accord and have nothing to do with the West. They don't require a West audience to be just as, if not more successful than the most successful artists in the West.
Yeah, like, because I remember there was like a TikTok or a video going around and it was in somewhere in Asia, I think it was in Japan, like on the street, and they were like, do you know these celebrities? And then we're showing like loads of Western celebrities and they didn't, and people in the comments were like, what the fuck, how do you not know who, I don't know, Vanessa Hudgens is? It's like, why would they know who Vanessa Hudgens is? They literally have a whole world of their own where they are bigger celebrities.
Do you know all the members of N-Hyphen? Quickly. Works both ways, Pookie.
Yeah, more time I feel like people are too stuck, again, it's bring back the sermon. People are too stuck in their echo chamber of the Western world, of just like, the scale of things, just being too fucking, there's so
inner.
many,
Being too inner.
Yeah.
It's not about you. And everything in the West revolves around the West. Even like the whole thing of like British people going on holiday and being like, why doesn't nobody speak fucking English? Because you're in their country.
But also, even the cast members of the White Lotus not knowing who Lisa was from Blackpink.
Crazy boots.
It's like they're the biggest girl group almost ever. I think pretty much they've broken more records than a lot of Western people.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, none of the cast members knew who she was.
Didn't they do like an interview and they asked all of the cast members, what was it like when you met Lisa? Like, how did you feel? And they were all like, I didn't know who she was.
But then I looked at her music and
she's so great.
like, oh, Pookie, you have no idea.
Like she rapped that season, did a little party, and then went to Coachella and performed on the main stage. So like, what now?
Yeah. Elephants.
White Lotus.
La la, Lisa, can you teach me
Japanese? I said, hi. That's my life, baby. I'm a rock star.
White women who stay in their lane.
Ugh, the good white girl.
Let's get into it.
Tate McRae.
Yes. I feel like on this topic, when I saw Tate McRae popping off, I was like, no offense, but like she's not doing too much. Like I've seen people that have done more.
She's doing white.
But she's doing white and she's doing it well. And that is all we can ask of the woman.
The perfect example of a white womaning really well. Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah. Also
I
her.
love you down. Like she doesn't need to do too much. Like everything she does, nothing feels like it's even like tongue in cheek. Like, are you pulling from somewhere else? Like, this is 100% you and it's 100% white, and I'm so here for it.
Yeah, I can appreciate
done so well.
I like it when you stay in your lane.
Yes,
I like it when you stay in your lane a lot.
and you do it really well, and not to like pat people on the back for doing what they should just naturally be doing anyway. Like, we're not praising them for like just being who they are, like being in the existing within their race, but like it is.
And in a world where a lot of white women pull from different cultures.
Everywhere. Which is getting to the point where it is normal because there's no other option. I'm happy and I'm here for the white girls, white girling.
Yeah, I agree. I saw that someone was like, they're not even, like, people are talking about Tate McRae and Addison Rae, and they're not really even, they're not doing anything, like saying, they're just doing the bare minimum, which I get. But like like we were saying, Tate McRae, I feel like there's a level, obviously they're not going to reach the level of like,
Britney.
Black women.
Yeah, that too.
You can't reach that level because you're not black. But you've reached your highest level as a white woman, and I can appreciate you for that.
Yeah.
And you can't compare her to someone that is black because she's not black, and the level is always going to be higher. But
going back to actually Britney though, Britney is the OG white womaning well.
Yeah, love her down. Do you know
My
who's
queen.
also an OG? Fucking Meryl Streep. If you don't like Meryl Streep, I don't want to talk to you.
Meryl Streep is the white Viola Davis.
Real and true. Real and true.
I don't make the rules. I do not make the rules. And I love both of those women equally. Mothers.
Yeah, I love them down. Meryl Streep, she's not a white woman, she just happens to be white.
Yeah. Also, I need us to like insert the video of Viola Davis walking. Normally, I kind of filter the people that I follow or subscribe to based off of like how they make me feel and like how they talk about themselves and other people and how they present in the world in terms of like body image, race, like sexuality, gender. Like if you seem like somebody that's not going to judge me based off of any of those things, then like we can key. Yeah, we can key. But it still always does surprise me when like, for example, say I was following somebody that's like a massive like activist when it comes to like racial inequalities. And then they post like a TikTok and they're talking about, ooh, can't find my waist. It throws me off because not to say that like saying shit like can't find my waist or like big back activities, it's not like straight up fat phobia.
It is.
I mean, it is. But it's not you being like, I fucking hate fat people, but it's so subtle that nobody else would pick up on it. But
it's encouraging the conversation, which is bad enough.
Which just throws me every time because I'm like, wait, but I thought you. But then I started to think,
our issue.
Yeah, and also it started to make me think like, I mean, we know that life isn't black and white and people have layers. Like we're not all one thing. Like nobody is a good person or a bad person.
Yeah.
Like two things can exist at the same time. And I think what it made me realize is that everybody's fucking flawed and everybody's on their own journey.
Realizing
and like,
things.
This is the year of realizing things. But like truly in every area, nobody is going to get it 100% right. And that's not to say that we should be like, okay, we'll just give up and everybody just do what they want.
But like, it is hard to then be like, okay, well, obviously I understand that like even me, I'm not perfect. I'm probably going to say something that's going to make someone be like, okay, I was fucking with you and now I actually don't know what to do. But it's like, how do you then decide which one is more, where does your grace go to? I guess it's like, where does your grace
And I guess that's just what feels most important to you.
Yeah.
Like if you're watching somebody and then they all of a sudden start talking about body things and you don't need to be seeing any of that or it's triggering, then you just remove yourself from that situation.
Yeah, but then it's also just like, how are you so forward thinking in one way and so behind in the other way? That's the thing that I don't get. And a lot of the time, the thing that people trip upon is fat phobia. It's always fat phobia, even without people realizing it, because they always think that it's just like a personal thing and they're just talking about themselves and their big back. It's like, okay, but you're not understanding that.
There are people in the room with bigger backs than you, so what now?
But also, past the point, why are we talking about that? Why are we talking about
Honestly,
that?
your body is the least interesting thing about you.
Honestly.
I couldn't care less. Like, no, I couldn't care.
Americans will say tomato,
They
tomato.
no, because they fucked me up.
Americans
Because I had it good, and then they messed me up with my brain.
say I could care less.
No, we
Wait.
say I couldn't care less.
I couldn't
care less is correct.
Yeah, and
Because we're not this
Americans say
stupid.
I could care less.
Yeah, and it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
But
I could care less.
Do you know what Americans also say? They say, oh fuck, what was it?
This is 4+4.
The unexpected hits you between the eyes.